What's up, Buffalo Fanatics? Josh Allen here. Just wanted to say, go Bills.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another show. It's the Buffalo Fanatics. The Bills the Giants head to Buffalo. It's going to be a reunion. Coach Dable, Josh Allen, Coach McDermott, the whole crew will be reunited under one roof once again. But the problem is, it ain't going to be laughs. It ain't going to be jovial. It's business. Folks, it's the Buffalo Fanatics. It's the Rico Report. Let's talk about this Bills-Giants game right after this. Let's go. Folks, welcome to another edition of the Rico Report brought to you by the Buffalo Fanatics. Welcome. If you guys are joining for the very first time, do me a favor, smash that like while you guys are in here. If you guys have not subscribed and you're still kind of wondering, should I subscribe, should I not? Do yourself a favor, subscribe to the channel. You ain't going to be sorry, man, because we are bringing you the content every week, talking about these Bills, the ups, the downs, and everything in between. Salute to y'all for joining, and we salute you, man. Thank you guys for joining in. And we got some things to talk about, man. We got these Giants. We got these Giants coming to town. And for the most part, this should be a game that these Bills just walk right through these Giants. There is absolutely no reason that we don't walk through them. They're banged up. They're not very good. And they're just not playing up to par. They're definitely not playing up to par like last year. So there's no way the Bills coming off a loss to the Jaguars overseas, coming right back home and losing to the Giants? Ain't no way. And if we do lose to the Giants, there's absolutely something wrong with the Bills or something went wrong. And I don't see that happening anytime soon. By the way, salute to everybody tuned in right now, coming in from Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. I mean, all social media platforms. Salute to my guy, Joseph Riley. I see you, Joe. Happy birthday, my G. August, I see you. Augustin, I see you. Kim Betts, always in the building. What's up? Dave Coolers, what's up? Folks, what's happening? So, folks, let's get right into it, man. There is something I do want to bring up. And I was perusing through the internet, you know what I'm saying? And, you're just scrolling like I normally scroll. And like we all normally scroll. And I came across a really cool snippet. Of Brian Dable. And typically I try to follow all, all teams and all their coaching and press conferences because you come across something. And I came across this snippet here and I found this super interesting. If you guys haven't seen it, by all means, I got you. And let me know what your thoughts are on this because I thought this was endearing. But let me get your thoughts on this. Put in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are. This is Brian Dable being asked about Mr. Josh Allen, his former quarterback that he used to mentor, coach, and pretty much develop. Here's the clip.
Last year, like, he missed you. That his play dipped because you weren't there. What did you think when you heard that?
Josh Allen's an unbelievable player, one of the best in the league. You can put him in probably any offense and he's going to produce. So, I missed him as a person. We're close. But as a player, he's a heck of a player. You put on any tape, he's exceptional at everything. He can run, but he can throw it. And he can throw it wherever he needs to throw it. 80 yards down the field, drop a dime, on the move to the right, put it back across his body, scramble, back up, scramble around, throw it out, throw it on time. He's got significant playmakers in terms of Diggs and Davis, who I have familiarity with, who are unbelievable players. Dawson Knox, they had a Dalton. They got three good runners. Our offensive line is intact, but he's a special player. He's one of the best in the league.
Dave, you know what that area is like?
And he makes you better as a play caller too. So he's one of a kind.
You know what that area is like. Obviously, you're from that area.
He's one of a kind. Now, there's coach speak. You know what I mean? You know what coach speak is. Oh, he's a talented player. He's one of those guys that you know what I mean, we got to really pay attention. He's part of our, he's very much part of a game plan that we need to stop him. He's just a really talented player. There's not much. You know what I mean? That's the Coach Belichick type of chatter. And Belichick's even drier than that. But you guys catch what I'm saying. So these coaches, they never really want to give you bulletin board material. They really just say, hey, great player. They're not gonna say, yeah, he's all right. I'm saying we're not really worried about him. We're worried about the receivers. We're worried about, you know, this defense. This defense is, you know, we ain't worried about the quarterback. You're never gonna hear that. But this was special. This was different, right? And you have to feel for the brother, because you go and get a head coaching job, which is a dream of yours. You've always wanted to become a head coach sometime soon in your career, but you've formed relationships with so many players along the way. But you form a relationship with a quarterback that you've seen grow. You've seen, you know what I mean, come up from the grassroots and now flourishing. And you're part of a team that had some success the last year, are not succeeding right now. And you're about to face your former team with the quarterback that you pretty much developed. You know his qualities, you know the great things that he does, but you also know his faults. And this is where things could get interesting with defensive coordinator over there with the Giants, and obviously Brian Dable being just a good coach. I mean, I remember reading a snippet somewhere that mentioned Brian Dable's one of those guys that can sit there and be an offensive coordinator, obviously be a head coach, but he can also go on the defensive side of the ball and be a defensive coordinator. He's that talented. He's that good. He's that great of an overall coach. So rest assured, you know, although this should be a cakewalk for the Bills, should be. But it's almost like a divisional game somewhat. And divisional games, you guys know how it is. I mean, look at the Chiefs yesterday. The Chiefs play the freaking Broncos and win what? I don't even know what the hell the final score was. All I know is that the Broncos only scored 8 points. Right? I think did they get up to like 24-8 or something of that nature? I don't even know what the final score was. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is this. It was pretty tight until the fourth. It was only 16-8 until the fourth quarter. But yet, if you go back a couple weeks, the Dolphins just poured it on the Broncos. You would think that Tua and the Miami Dolphins are the number one team, the way they just dismantled the Broncos. But divisional games are tough. And I bring this up because the Giants, 19-8. There you go. Thanks for the score, Glenn. 19-8. They ended up putting a field goal in together, right? So divisional games are tough. So this is kind of like a divisional game because the Giants, I mean, are coached by someone that knows this team very well. Not just knows the quarterback, but knows the personnel, knows the offensive coordinator, knows what the offensive coordinator thinks like, right? So he's well aware, very intelligent man. So he's going to put a game plan, or at least help the defensive coordinator put a game plan together that's going to have them have some success here. Problem is, the Giants are banged up bad. They are not in good shape right now, and Daniel Jones will not be playing. Let me give you a laundry list of who's in and who's out for these New York Giants. I mean, it's a laundry list, folks. And it's brutal. Let me just give you guys a heads up here of what we're facing, right? When you go and look at what the Giants are going to be suiting up, check this out. You got Daniel Jones officially out. Starting left tackle, Andrew Thomas with a hamstring injury, out. Center, John Michael Schmitz, shoulder, out, right? Outside linebacker, Azeez Ojulari, ankle, he's out, right? Offensive tackle, Matt Pert, shoulder, out. Dude, they are banged up. Those are the people that are out. Here's who's questionable. Saquon Barkley. Now, Saquon Barkley's missed a couple weeks now, so he should play. But if he knows what's good for him, he might want to sit this one out. But anyway, Saquon Barkley, ankle. Starting tight end, Darren Waller, groin. He's questionable. Right tackle, Evan Neal. All right, they already have their center out. their left tackle, and an offensive tackle that's out. That's 3 linemen out. There's a 4th one that's questionable. Shane Lemieux, guard, questionable. I mean, backup running back, Gary Brightwell, ankle, he's questionable. Defensive lineman, DJ Davidson, knee, questionable. And last but not least, Michael McFadden, ankle. Dude, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus another, dude, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, just 12 players that are out and questionable for this Giants game. There's no reason why these Bills can't come in and handle the Giants accordingly. The better team should win this game. Now, I see this as a divisional game because of the ties, right? The connections between both teams. So it's easily viewable that you'll see some challenges along the way, but at the end of the day, we should be able to handle business. So that being said, folks, I found that super endearing what Coach had to say about Josh Allen. It's just, you can tell everything about what he said in that snippet was genuine. He's one of a kind. He's so good. He can beat you here. He beat you there. Like everything he said, you just know that came from someone that knows him very well, and it was honest. And that was the big one. And you got to appreciate that, man. You really do appreciate when you see a former coach at that kind of, raving about someone that, they've been part of. I think that's actually that's super cool. So at that point, I will be joined a little later by a homie of mine that's a Giants fan, and I want to catch his vibe as a Giants fan. Talk about, how y'all feel out there? Like, are y'all confident? Are y'all like Broncos fans? Because Broncos fans, they got to be sick to their stomach right now watching the display of football that's being played. Is Russell Wilson just done? Is he shot? Like, I just can't understand what's going on with the Broncos, bro. Second year, obviously you got yourself another coordinator / head coach in Peyton. You might as well, the way that he was talking his bull jive against Nate Hackett, that he was about to turn this thing around. But lo and behold, all he was doing was pretty much letting you know this roster is terrible, folks, and he made it worse. Well, let's back it up a little bit. Y'all gave up too much. You gave up the farm for Russell Wilson. That's number one. So you can't even get better with draft picks because you gave that all up. Number two, you gave up more draft picks for the head coach that's failing right now. You gave up a first and a second round draft pick for Sean Payton. So you pretty much gotta hope that you can A, develop these players, and B, you gotta buy a lot of players to come through, because you won't be able to get the great talent in these draft picks because you've given them away. So you better hope that you got a Brandon Bean somewhere in the building that can help your ass out, because you are in trouble. Silas Will says, we might as well shut the Giants out. I'm telling you, man, the Bills should be able to just handle the Giants accordingly. Absolutely. But don't let me speak on it. I'm going to bring my man Shakes Montana. He did building. Yo, Shakes, I can't see you. You got no camera on, so which is fine. So I'm going to bring you on in 30 seconds. So be ready with your audio and all that stuff. We're going to chop it up. Yeah, folks, we're going to talk about these Giants, and I want to see how these Giants fans are really thinking and how they're feeling, because it's important. We got to know these things, right? Because there might be things we have no idea. So Shakes will be able to help us out, and then I will talk about the five reasons we win this game. There's way more, but there are 5 distinctive reasons I feel that we win this game, and I'll share that with you in just a moment. But in the meantime, let me bring on my man Shakes Montana coming through. Shakes, I'm gonna add you to the list right now. What's happening, baby? What's good? Shake, you there, bro?
What's going on, brother? What's going on, Rico?
I'm good.
I'm good.
It's been a minute since we chopped it up, man. You good?
Yeah, I'm great, man. I'm good. How I sound over there? Am I all right?
You good? You sound good. It might be delayed a little bit, but I'm gonna work with it. We'll work it. We'll work it out.
All right, cool.
Check this out.
So what's going on?
I'm good, baby. I'm good. But you said that things are okay, but I kind of got to call cap because things are not okay with the Giants, because y'all are banged up. How y'all feel you guys are going to do against the Bills on the road? You're coming to Buffalo. How you Giants fans feel? You guys know it's a wrap, right?
You think so?
Do I think so?
Yeah.
What you
You
mean?
think so? You 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 ready to call it over? Like
I mean,
the witch is flew to the west?
all right. Well, listen. This is why. I'm so glad that you talking this bull Jeff, because you got to explain to me how you don't think it's over. How do you guys have a chance? I'm actually very curious how you may have a chance on winning. And I'm talking about everybody's, for the most part, healthy going into this game from the Bills, and whatever you guys are bringing to the table from the Giants. And Stephon Diggs is there. The offense is completely healthy. The defense, you guys are missing some pieces. How are you guys even competing in this game? I need to know.
I don't know, a miracle and a prayer, man.
No, you're not gonna get away with that. You're not gonna get away with that. I need some reasons behind it. I need some reasons of what. Give me at least two reasons y'all can actually sit there and compete with the Bills. I'm honest. I'm curious. With how injured you guys are, I'm curious. What y'all got? Give me two. That's all I need, man. Just two.
All right, so the thing about this game is this, right? We all know, man, any given Sunday, anything can happen, right? And when I look at the Bills, it ain't like y'all sitting here stomping people like the Dolphins.
I get that part. But we are stomping people like the Dolphins, though. The Dolphins really only just really the
Who y'all
Dolphins.
stomp like that?
The Dolphins only really gave it to the Broncos to really stomp them out. But if you think about it, the same Dolphins that you're referring to got stomped out by the Bills. So you need to come with a little more than, you know what I'm saying,
But
stomping them.
all right, so that's what y'all going. You gonna say y'all stomp the Bills? That's it. I mean, that's all right. I got you.
You
And then
got
you gonna say the Dolphins
a
just
little,
what?
you lost a little connection there.
Okay, nah. You gonna say that the Bills stomp the Dolphins, and that's y'all stomp out, while the Dolphins only got Denver Broncos. That's their stomp out, right? That's where you going with it?
I mean, I'm going with it because you're talking about the Dolphins stomping people. I mean, the only person they stomped were the Broncos. Who else did they stomp that you're talking about that they're really that nice? I mean,
I give it to you, but they scoring on. Hey, look, man, they scoring at a high rate, man. But what I seen from the Bills, man, is that they could be had, right? And then I'm looking at the fact that Tyrod Taylor could come through with his revenge game, the way Shane and Dable feel about this game. This has all the fixture to be a game that they play up for, and they say win it for the Gipper, and we need it. We need it because, like you said earlier, it might be over if we don't. I still think we got a chance though, because if you look at this schedule, man, of ours, after we get from playing y'all, it gets a little easy for us. Just the fact of we kind of the easy team that other people are looking at too. So, it is what it is.
well, let me tell you this. You're right, though. It is what it is. It definitely is what it is, because I'm looking at, you're talking about the schedule. I mean, not that your schedule matters,
Mm-hmm.
but your schedule getting easier. What's your record right now? Y'all won one game yet? I'm not even sure
Yeah,
what.
just one. Just
Just
one.
so
Just one.
that's right. You guys won that close one against the
Cardinals.
Cardinals, right? So
Yeah.
y'all beat down by the Cowboys. You guys
Right.
then you guys got worked by the 49ers. Then you got worked by the Seahawks. Then you got worked by the Dolphins. Then you're gonna get worked by the Bills. Then you got the Commanders. Commanders played tough against the Philadelphia Eagles. So you might get worked by.
They always play tough against the Eagles.
Let me tell you something.
They don't play nobody else tough.
I gotta
But
go
go ahead, finish your point.
You got the Bills, Commanders, Jets, the Raiders, then the Cowboys again. Bro, you might not win a game until late November, if that. And that's
None of those teams are good, bro. None of those teams are good besides y'all. And if we can get past this one and get a miracle victory, I think we can pull a little winning streak out here.
Let me tell you something. I'm trying to find a silver lining for you, bro. But I can't find it for you. You have to find it for yourself. So you said Tyrod Taylor on a revenge game. I mean, I don't want to. I don't want to bring all my points up because I'm gonna bring that later. You know what I'm saying? Because you my mans. I don't want to do you like that.
Revenge.
But here you go. I got a super chat coming in from my man Silas. Silas says, "Yo, this guy can't be serious." Shakes Montana. He says the Giants were getting by the Cardinals for 3 quarters. They have no offensive linemen, and we lead the NFL in sacks. I'm gonna tell you something, man. Silas, I got something for his ass a little later, but that's another time. But Shakes, I gotta ask you this, man.
Hey, Rousseau playing? Is Rousseau playing?
Say it again.
Is Rousseau? Is he playing?
Greg Rousseau, yeah. Greg Rousseau's playing. Von Miller's playing. I mean, fam. AJ Epinessa's playing.
All right, go ahead. What was your point?
Good for you. I'm not even talking about like AJ Epinessa's. He's a depth player. He's a role player.
Right.
Okay? So that. But here's it. I want to be on a more serious note. With these injuries, and obviously Saquon Barkley maybe potentially being back this game, that could help. But the banged up O-line, what's the problem? Because it can't be Dable and his play calling. Because Dable is a genius. That boy is a genius. He's an offensive guru. So is it a lack of talent on the Giants? Is that what it is?
Is it? For me, that's not been my answer. My answer has been the coaching. But I'm going to say it like this, right? With this offensive line has been bad since 2011. 2011 it hasn't gotten any better. So for me, I'm like, why is we not switching up this offensive line coach? That's number one for me. And number two, like you say, Dable is a genius, but he can't do anything he want to do because the quarterbacks don't have no time back there. They running like a chicken with his head cut off. So I don't know. We just got to figure out this combination that works for us, and it seems far-fetched from his because I don't know the combination. We haven't figured it out since 2011. So yeah, y'all definitely going to eat as far as pressuring them quarterbacks and head hunting. I get that, but the thing about it is, and this is what it really is, when you take a Saquon Barkley out the equation, there is no threat. You're sitting there saying, "Oh, we gotta let Daniel Jones beat us." Good luck. Good luck. You need a Saquon Barkley. That's why I felt like he should have got his contract, and it shows up in these last few games that he has not played. There is no threat. Nobody has drawn attention from the defense. Is nothing. Daniel Jones can't do it on his own. So for me,
do you guys believe in Daniel Jones?
Saquon.
You guys believe in DJ?
I don't.
So it's hard for the Giants fan base to be excited when y'all don't even believe your franchise quarterback. Y'all gave him franchise money. I don't know.
But that's the crazy part, bro. That's the crazy part, Rico. Because you had some delusional fans that's actually believing that this guy is a legit quarterback. I don't see it, but yeah, there is some delusion.
Well, here's my suggestion for Giants fans. Y'all should tank hard, tank very hard.
Caleb, right?
Tank for Caleb, man. That's your only shot, man. So
tank for Caleb, baby.
Take this L graciously with a smile on your face and just hope that y'all can just go through and just wait for Caleb to come through if he even likes the scenario that he has in the Giants. Because he said, I don't have to come to the league. I'm getting my monies in college right now. So I can chill. If I see who's in the top 10 that I could go to, cool. But if you don't mess with the Giants, man, you stuck with Daniel Jones for another 2-3 years, bro. Oh.
Hey, Rico. Listen, I love the Giants since like 1990, right?
Right.
But even if I was Caleb, I'd probably say I don't want to go there.
Hold on.
I'm looking at Daniel Jones, and he's getting beat up like that. I'm looking at Tyrod Taylor running like a chicken with his head cut off. I don't know if I want to deal with those problems, man.
Well, this is why you need generational talent like Caleb Williams, because Daniel Jones certainly is not. Tyrod Taylor's over the hill, right? Tyrod, and I love Tyrod. Listen, Bills fans love Tyrod. We never had no problems with Tyrod. He just wasn't, you know what I'm saying? He just wasn't equipped for where we needed the Bills to be. know what I'm saying? He was adequate
Right.
starting at the time, got his shot,
Mhm.
did some good things, was a 500 type quarterback, and he's perfect in that role of a backup. But like,
Right.
we got love for Tyrod, but we about to put the, you know what I mean? We about to beat the brakes off Tyrod when this game comes around. I feel bad for the brother, man. Well,
I hope not.
what about the defensive side of the ball? Forget about the offense now. What's up with your defense, man? Your corners, your safeties, linebackers, you know what I'm saying? You got Thibodeau, that's you know what I mean, doing some good things. He's got what, 6 sacks? I think he's got, I think I wrote it down somewhere.
4. He got 4.
All right, he's got 4 sacks this year. Talk to me about this defense, man.
We not physical, man. We not physical. We not physical. We got a bunch of players that don't really want to tackle, and that's the thing. That's just the reality of it, man. A lot of players that don't want to tackle, and these teams that we have been playing, especially y'all coming up, you got to be a physical team to go ahead and face these guys. So for all those non-tackling, missed-tackle guys, man, it's gonna be an ugly game for you. Ugly game for you.
Who's your best defender?
In my opinion, Dexter Lawrence.
Say it again.
Dexter Lawrence.
Oh yeah, Dexter Lawrence. That's right. Yeah, I mean, you got some dogs on the squad, man. You do have some dogs on the squad, and your defensive backfield is not a bad defensive backfield. I mean, you got some people back there. Question is,
but Xavier McKinney is not having a good year. But yeah, we do got some guys. Go ahead. What was that?
Well, listen, man. I mean, I don't have much to really add to the Giants. It's not going to be a good day for you guys. I'm just saying.
We can put out a miracle, bro.
It's the most viewed game. Like, listen, Sunday Night Football is where the eyes are the most. It ain't Thursday Night Football. It ain't Monday Night Football. It's Sunday Night Football. Everybody be watching. And it's in Bills Mafia. You are on the road?
Oh, God. So everything you saying right now makes me sick because
we can console you. I'm just saying. I hope you're watching with family and friends.
It's just like we don't do good on primetime, Rico. We don't do very good on primetime.
You don't do good anyway.
A lot of these things are not going to plan right now.
You know what I'm saying? Local time, and you know what I'm saying? It's
we like the 1 o'clock. We like the 1 o'clock games. We like that early games.
Let me put it
like that. I don't know about these late.
Prime time, afternoon time. You know what I'm saying? 1 o'clock time. It is not your time. It's just what it's gonna be. It ain't gonna be. It's gonna be a rough day. It's gonna be a rough day. We're gonna whoop that ass. But listen. Before I let you walk, I gotta ask you this. Before I let you walk, if you're giving an honest opinion, when you look at what these Bills have done this year and what you've seen from what the Bills have played, I mean, they played, obviously that first week was a rough one when they went up against the New York Jets, and then we've gone on a winning streak, and then we fell to the Jaguars in London. But what you've seen so far from the Bills, your thoughts?
From the Bills, my thoughts on the Bills is that the critics think that y'all championship team, and y'all may have that feel in the building, but it's just not quite there. And I feel like when it's really on the line, when you really need to show up, I don't think the Bills show up. Just like with that opening day with the Jets, man. The Jets shouldn't have beat y'all. But for some odd reason, y'all just let teams hang around. Y'all don't take teams very seriously. And then they come out and have a miracle victory. Hence why I think we're going to get this miracle victory.
That's rich. That's rich. So this is perfect, because I'm just going to ask you, give me your score prediction before you get out of here, because I want to get my points in. I need your score prediction.
No doubt.
So you have an opportunity right now to either cap it, talk big cap, or you can be truthful. Up to you.
Yeah.
Score for this game.
I'm gonna go. Is it the same score? Is it the same score as the 1992 Bowl? But I'm gonna go 2017. Is that the score? Is that the score?
You're a barrel of laughs. You're hilarious.
Is that the score? It happens.
2017. Here's the thing.
2017 23 years later, it happens again. Go ahead. What?
when you break down the 20 points that you're talking about, the 23 you think you bring onto the table, your quarterback is Tyrod Taylor. He has to throw the football to actually put points on the board. And don't forget, Tyrod is a former Bill. We know Tyrod very well. Tyrod throws one of the prettiest deep balls in the game. I love it. But he ain't going, if it's not wide open, he ain't taking it. So y'all better hope Saquon Barkley plays. Y'all better hope Brian Dable has the secret sauce to stopping Josh Allen. And Tyrod's just gonna have to take some chances. That's the only way y'all win. Y'all will be lucky. I'm telling you, and I'm not even capping right now. Y'all will be lucky if you put up 10 points. 10 points.
Let me put out a bold prediction real quick. Bold prediction before I go, and I appreciate you having me on your show, man. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Bold prediction right now. Go ahead.
My bold prediction is Jalen Hyatt gets a 50-yard touchdown in this game. Jalen Hyatt. Mark it. You heard it here.
It's really not that bold because you guys are going to be playing from behind, so you're going to have to.
Like I said, 50-yard burger, and that's going to be the momentum that makes us and carry us to get this miracle victory.
You do know that we have one of the best defenses in the game, right?
I don't care.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, my man Shakes Montana coming through. He had to come in and try his very best to big up his Giants, but I don't know if he's done enough. I don't know if he's done enough to convince me to say, maybe they got a chance because you didn't give me enough.
We're going to see you on Sunday, man. We're going to see you on Sunday.
We're going to see you Sunday. Wait, before you get out of here, my man Silas has a message for you. He says, yo, this guy's making it up as he goes along. He don't believe a word he's saying.
Man, you got to speak it into existence, baby.
Listen, man. Listen, I appreciate you coming on, man. I appreciate you having some, you know what I'm saying? You gotta show love for your squad. You gotta ride for your squad. But sometimes you just gotta be honest with yourself and say, yo, we're gonna get beat down. And you had an opportunity to be honest with yourself, and now you're gonna
be a fan, baby.
When you
gotta be a fan. Hey, look. I said the same thing on my show, which let me go ahead and do that real quick, man. The Shakedown Media Network. Yeah, Shakedown Media Network on YouTube, man. Please check us out, like and subscribe. Also, all my shows on Spotify, iTunes, New York Giants Shakes It Up. Please check me out, man. Give me a listen. And again, I appreciate you having me on, man. Rico.
Always, my man. That's my man, Shakes Montana. We'll catch you on the flip side, brother. Yeah, that's my guy, man. Shakes Montana. He has a podcast called, he's got a network called Shakedown Media Network. And it's him and a few of his fellas and his boys. They're actually comical. They're actually really good cats. And it's always good to chop it up with them. But my man is delusional. He is absolutely delusional. I mean, I get riding for your squad, man. But nah, this ain't it. This ain't it. Even myself, man. I said, yo, we're going to lose against the Jets. I don't want to say we're going to lose against the Jets. We are going to lose against the Jets. And then I called it that we're going to lose against the Jaguars because I just felt that this was a trap game. I don't think I called this months ago before even the season started. And that's exactly what happened. And listen, my man said, yo, we don't claim him. I'm from New Jersey, man. I don't claim that, brother. Yo, Shakes, man. They're getting on your ass, man. They're getting on your ass. They want you to be honest, man. They don't want you, you know what I'm saying, talking all crazy. But it is what it is, man. It really is what it is. So let's get right into it, man. There's 5 reasons the Bills win this game. And it's really quite simple. I mean, there's really not much to really kind of like, well, I gotta really think hard about this one. No. It's really that simple. And I'm just looking for my banner here so I can get my banner in there. But there's really, let me just write it down because I guess I missed it. So there's really 5 reasons we win this game. All right. Let me just get my type on. So 5 reasons for the Bills' victory. All right. And it's really quite simple. Let me see if I got it right. 5 reasons for Bills' victory. Let me just slide that in there. And we in. All right. So check this out, folks. 5 reasons for Bills' victory. And it's listen, I'm gonna get right to it, right? Number 1, Stephon Diggs. Okay. The guy's a dog. The guy's amazing. He's a star. He's every bit of a freaking alpha athlete. He's an alpha receiver. He demands attention, and he's just that good. He's just that good. And I've said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. We are looking at a receiver / Bills player that is one of a kind, man. And we haven't had that type of personality in the receiver room in a long time. In my opinion, I think it's great for the team. I think it's great for the offense, and it motivates others to know that you're looking potentially, if he continues on this trajectory, that this guy is a future Hall of Famer if he continues to do what he's doing. And we cannot take this brother for granted. We cannot take this brother for granted. He is too good. And when he's showing emotion on the sideline, don't look at it as he's a problem. Don't look at it as, oh, here he goes again, because it ain't that. It's not like that. He is a special player. And when we see him showing emotion, instead of media making a spectacle, oh, look at him go again. No, but the Bills, 85% of the Bills, if they could act like this brother, man, this team would be unstoppable. And we win because of this guy. And looking at this Giants defense, these guys are allowing 2 wide receivers alone. They're allowing 108 rating. Receivers are having success against this defensive backfield. They're having success against this defense. Tyreek Hill torched them. And that's just pure speed. Now you're going up against a route tactician. Diggs, the last 4 of the 5 games, he's had 100 yards receiving. Bro, he's going to go off again. And there's no way you can stop this brother. He's just that good. And then you have individuals like Shannon Sharpe, and I love Shannon Sharpe. Love him. So when Stephon Diggs was on the sideline, when he slammed that tablet down and people wanted to make a fuss out of it, when the brother was looking at, shoot, man, I ran that route incorrectly, man. I should have did this and I did that. I should have zigged when I should have zagged, right? And he's mad at himself. So it's like, damn, man, if I ran this route this way, maybe that, you know what I'm saying? I create more space for my quarterback to see me. And he's upset with himself. But Shannon Sharpe, on the other hand, didn't feel that way. Check this clip out.
Do you have any issue with Diggs' sideline behavior?
I do, because he keeps saying his quarterback has his back. Because here's the thing. He said, I'm tired of people asking about it. Why? Well, so why do you keep doing it? This comes off your cryptic tweet that you had last year when you lost in the playoffs. So Gabe Davis. So what if Gabe Davis is slamming his tablet and Dawson Knox is slamming his tablet and everybody's slamming their tablet because they're not getting the ball? Then what? Stephon Diggs, other guys are out at practice, practicing just as hard as you are. What makes you think? I do believe that Stephon Diggs wants to win, but Stephon Diggs wants to win with his numbers. That's what Stephon Diggs wants. I've never liked anybody. I don't care if it was Tom Brady, I called it out. When it was T.O., I called it out. I don't like that type of behavior because you're showing up your quarterback. And I believe that whatever problem that we might have, I can wait until I get into the locker room. I'm like, bro, you need to get me that. Hey, I was open on this, I did this. But to show up in front of 80,000 in attendance and the millions of people that's watching on television, that is unacceptable behavior. And Stephon, I kind of played the game, and I was okay too. So, no, I don't agree with that behavior, bro.
Cut that crap out, man. I like Shannon, but cut that crap out. Shannon Sharpe is one of those cats. If you ever watched, you know what I'm saying, the Broncos back in the day, or from when he was with the Ravens, that boy talked. You know what I'm saying? Now, did he show the same emotion that Stephon Diggs did? Never really paid attention. And he probably wasn't that guy, but he was always yapping. He's always talking junk, right? Always with something. Stephon Diggs is not that. There's so many types of players. But to say that, oh, I don't like this because he's slamming tablets. What if this guy was slamming tablets? What if this guy was slamming tablets? Nah, bro. There's context to everything. There's context to everything. But what it looks like, the optics looks like he's just being that person because of his past cryptic tweets and this, that. Nah, bro. Listen, when in season, he is prepared and he's ready to rock. He's prepared and ready to whoop ass. when in season. Man, what he does in the offseason, I don't give a damn. I could care less. When in season, he's all about winning. He's all about putting the craft on the field, and I want to be the best of the best. And if y'all are not on my level, I'm going to call you out for it. Not verbally to your face, but I'm gonna be vocal because I want to win. That's what it's about. That's what this game is about. It's about winning. You can sit here and be all about statistics, but if you're not winning, like, fam, I don't want you on my squad. I want you to be a winner. So Shannon was out of pocket with that. I disagree wholeheartedly with that. But that comes from someone that's not in the actual know. And that's why I appreciate a platform like this, because we cover the team, we talk about the team, and we're paying attention to the team. These guys are paying attention to all 32 teams. So they glance over the little things. We know the intricate details of these things, right? So I don't blame them. But at the same time, fam, as a player alone, you should be like, yo, I don't got no problems with that. Because if he is trying to perfect his craft and he ain't getting the job done, or his teammates aren't jumping on the same level as his, I got to have an issue about it. Every alpha athlete has to be that way. They have to be that way. When I played sports, or when y'all played sports, there was always one or two guys that sometimes you'd be like, yo, this guy, relax a little bit. Nah, man, because I need y'all on my level, man. And those are the guys that usually went further. Because some people are just built different. Stephon Diggs is built different. Forget about all this whole, he's a diva, he's a this. No, I want to win, sucker. That's what I want to do. I want to win. I want to win. And we have the potential on the team. Because I'm going to tell you, Devontae Adams right now, I can tell you right now, he is not happy. He is absolutely not happy. And when you look around the team on the Raiders, you're like, yo, this team ain't going nowhere. I can get mad. I can hoot and holler all I want. It ain't going to change anything. So what am I going to get upset about? Because I can do all that, but we ain't going nowhere. We got the Chiefs holding it down in the West. The Broncos, or whatever it is. The Chargers are going to be better than us. Like, what am I hooting and hollering for? I don't even have my quarterback. Yo, I'm going to just do what I got to do. Right? Let's go to the Broncos. Look at Jerry Jeudy. You got me saying Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy is what his real name is. But anyways, Jerry Jeudy, right? He sees what his team is doing. He sees Russ. He sees Coach Payton. He sees the whole thing. He's like, yo, I'm just here until y'all trade me. If you don't read his body language, that's what it's telling you, right? Because he knows this team ain't going nowhere. But when you go back to Stephon Diggs, bro, I got too much talent on this team, and we're not going to waste this shit. Let's go. So if I have to slam a tablet down and I'm upset with myself, or if I'm stretching my arms out to my quarterback and saying, yo, let's go, wake up, use your brain. I'm not calling my quarterback stupid. I'm saying be smart. Be smart about the decisions you make. You know what I'm saying? Because we got enough talent on the squad. I'm not even trying to go off, but like, fam, it's the facts, man. When you know there's talent around you, you don't want to waste that. When you know you ain't got no talent around you, man, who cares, man? I'm going to get my numbers up. We suck. But when you have a team that's got a quarterback, that's got a defense, that's got a head coach, that's got a GM, that's got a solid O-line, or an O-line that's intact, right? A defensive front that's getting after it. Nah, we too damn good to be wasting my talent, to be wasting our time. So let's get this money and let's get these wins. That's my guy, Stephon Diggs. Shit, that's it, man. There's nothing else to it. Let me get this super chat from my man Silas. What's up, Si? Si comes in and says, yo, the media buries Buffalo every time they lose, right? We lost 2 games by an overtime touchdown punt return. You know what I'm saying? And we have to start beating all the good teams we face. The team hears this crap and the Giants will pay. You damn right they will. It's true. We lose on a freaking fluke punt return touchdown, right? And we played horribly that game. And we still had a chance to win this game. And they won off of a freaking special teams touchdown. And then we lose to the freaking Jaguars in London on crap turf. You know what I'm saying? And we're getting beat up with injuries and so on. And injuries happen to everybody. We know that. But, like, those are the circumstances. We lost in overtime on a special teams punt return in overtime. And we go to London. Look at the circumstances, right? So now we're back in Buffalo, back on home turf, and we're going to face the Giants. The Giants are going to get licked. They're going to get licked. I'm telling you that right now. I feel bad for them. I feel bad. I just hope we just get out of here nice and healthy. That's it. Solid point, Si. Solid point. I had to go off a little bit, but I love Diggs, man. Diggs is my guy, right? So, number one, the reason we win this game, obviously, Stephon Diggs. He's just going to go off. He's going to set the damn tone, and then we go. And we go and we handle business, and that's what it's going to come down to. So, obviously, your Buffalo didn't play poorly against the Jets. Josh did it. Josh did. And he caused us to lose the first time ever. Yo, you're right, though, because we did play pretty well. Josh has gotten in the way. And all that brother had to do was just take the checkdowns, bro. Take the checkdowns. We will get in the end zone. Just play, do your role. Don't try to do too much. And he was doing too much. Facts. that is facts. Anyway, Stephon Diggs is the reason we win this game. Right? He's going to be a very big factor, and he's one of the reasons. He's one of the 5 reasons I say we win this game. That's reason number 1. Reason number 2, that's the D-line. Listen, they're banged up. They're banged up. No left tackle, no center, no backup offensive tackle, and then you have a right tackle that's questionable to play. Their line is absolutely banged up. Right? Now, next man up, it happens. You got to go next man up. But at the end of the day, you still got to stop this defensive front. Greg Rousseau returns. Von Miller is going to be in his second game back at home, so you know he's going to be juiced. AJ Epinesa is going to be trying to feed off of his last game. The guy was absolutely sensational. Poona Ford is going to start to get his act together. He's going to probably most likely be activated. Ed Oliver's on a tear. You're missing your center. You have a guard that's questionable. We going to eat. Tim Settle, you got to step up. DaQuan Jones was having an amazing year. He's now out indefinitely on a torn pec. So there comes a level of motivation to keep up with the Joneses in terms of keep up with the defensive front that was in front of you that was creating havoc. So you got to keep up with that. And then you got Shaq Lawson on his way back. So we're getting a little healthy. It's just too bad that we don't got Matt Milano because, man, that boy's a dog. He's a dog. So good luck to the O-line of the freaking New York Giants because this defensive front is coming after your ass. And check this out. The Giants are ranked 32nd in sacks allowed. They have allowed this year alone 30 sacks. 30 freaking sacks. We're only in weeks. We're going into week 6. We're going into week 6, folks. And we sacked Trevor Lawrence last week 5 times. And that's a pretty mobile quarterback with a much better offensive line, with a much better O-line. Excuse me, a much better offense. And we sacked his ass 5 times. What the hell are we going to do to Tyrod? 32nd ranked. They've allowed 30 sacks. In the words of Deion Sanders, we coming. That's it. We coming, boy. You better get rid of that ball quick because if you don't get rid of it quick, Tyrod, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. And I love Tyrod, man. That's my guy. Love Tyrod. I still got my Tyrod jersey. I ain't giving it away. Number 3, the third reason we win this game, folks. They're just injured. I read off the list, man. They're banged up. The banged up Giants. O-line is hurt. Running back is hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like the starting quarterback is hurt. The tight end, the safety blanket to the team is hurt. Saquon Barkley got a newly acquired contract, a year extension, hurt. It's going to be a lot of keeping the ball out of Tyrod's hands, and we're going to run the ball. They're going to try to keep the time of possession. They're going to try to do what the Giants did to us back in the day. Just run the football, kill the clock. So what we have to do is start fast and put it on them quick. And now turn the ball over to us because you're going to give it up. We just got to start fast. So to me, they're just injured, man. They're injured. They are very banged up. The Giants are banged up. So that's another reason on the healthier side, we are the healthier offensive side of the ball. And defense, I mean, we got a few guys banged up, but for the most part, we're much healthier than these boys. So, hate to break it to ya, it's not looking good. So, according to the practice, who practiced in the game, give me a second here while I pull this up here. I had a list of where's my thing at? Oh, there it is. According to the list of who practiced and who didn't practice, if I can find my list, where the heck did it go? Now I'm upset. Anyway, we had Greg Rousseau practice in full on Friday. Everybody practiced in full. And obviously the people that are out were obviously Milano's out. We had Deion Dawkins was out on personal time. So, I mean, he should be okay. So for the most part, we're all going to be ready to go. Other than the people that's hurt, you're good. Dane Jackson is the only one that was actually not practicing. He was practicing, but just only stretching. So he's questionable or limited. So there's a chance he doesn't play. So what we're going to have is Christian Benford back, Dane Jackson potentially out alongside Kyer Elam getting his second start in 2 weeks. This would be a fantastic game for him to turn things around and gain some confidence. Wouldn't that be crazy? We would need that. That would be nice. Anyway, let's move it on. Number 3, the Giants are banged up. That's the reason we should win. All right. Number 4, Tyrod Taylor. We will win because Tyrod Taylor is the quarterback. We know Tyrod Taylor. Let me tell you something about Tyrod Taylor, right? The last time Tyrod Taylor started a damn game was December 5th, 2021. Damn near 3 years ago. You know what team he was playing for? Exactly. He's played for so many teams you won't even know. The Houston Texans. Tyrod Taylor is 26-25 as a starter. He's damn near a 500 quarterback. What are we talking about, folks, here? It's Tyrod Taylor. We know him. So guess what, Ty? You got to throw the middle of the field, baby. Micah Hyde's there waiting for your ass. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Terrell, the Bernard, the principal is waiting for your ass. Like, you got to face us somewhere. You want to try it deep, you can. That's your opportunity. You can, but you don't like doing it. We know that. You better hand that ball off and hope Saquon Barkley's ready to help your ass out. Good luck. But Tyrod Taylor, man, love him. But he is who he is. And we know who he is. We know him quite well. So that's number 4. Tyrod Taylor. That's the reason we win this game. And last but not least, I think it's the biggest one. We're back home in Buffalo. It's a home game. It's Sunday night prime time football. You know what it is. Everybody knows what time it is, man. We're like Shador, baby. We're like Shador. It's time, baby. It's time, man. It's time to get busy. And the Bills will absolutely get busy Sunday night at home. That the Bills, listen, it's going to be popping at Highmark Stadium. It's going to be popping. We rarely lose back-to-back games. I'll tell you right now, the last time the Bills lost a back-to-back game, you guys know when it was? Here's a trivia for you guys. Here's a trivia. When is the last time the Bills, Jericho's like, the Giants are going to win 87-3. You wish. When is the last time the Bills lost a back-to-back game? Let's see how good y'all remember. When the last time? Let's see the trivia. That's the trivia question of the day. And while you guys are trying to get that answer, right now, the spread right now is Bills minus 15.5. Yay! Yay! So they know it's going to be a beat down. When's the last time the Bills lost back-to-back games? And for bonus, who did we lose to? Don't Google it. Let me see if you guys remember when the last time is. I'll give you a hint. James Parsons says 2 years ago. He says, was it 2 years ago, I think? Was it the Hail Mary to D-Hop? No, that wasn't it. Marcellus Davis says last season. Jets Viking? Were those the back-to-back ones? I'm looking at last season because that's not what I saw. James said Tyrod is great backup. Yes, he is. If you guys have it in fantasy, if you guys are desperate, I don't think you should do that. So 2020 Titans week 5, week 6 is what I have. Remember that week that it was, I think it was the COVID year, right? We go against it. I think and it was like it was so much. Remember, so much things were happening that week where we had to there was canceled games and those moved games, and it was all those things happening, right? Do you remember that? So we go against the Titans on a Tuesday night, I think. We lose to them. And then we went to the Chiefs the next week and we lost back to back. It's been a while. The point I'm trying to say is it's been a while since we've lost back-to-back games. We rarely do it. So, yeah, remember they moved it twice. Exactly. That was the last time. Folks, we ain't losing this one. We ain't losing this one. I know this was at the beginning of the season. This was supposed to be, this is week 6. It's a big matchup. No, it's not a big matchup. It's not a big matchup. It's just what it is. So, here's the deal, folks. Let me recap 5 reasons we win this game. Real talk. Stephon Diggs, he's ready to get after it. He's perfecting his craft always, and he's going to light him up. And Josh Allen is sick and tired of defending his boy, so he's going to make y'all know who the hell he is. Once again, Stephon Diggs will absolutely mash up the Giants. It's just what it is. Secondly, the Giants they're just too banged up, man. They've allowed 30 sacks this year so far. We've gotten a little healthier on the defensive front. We lost to Quan Jones, but everything else is intact, and we gained back Von Miller going into it.
Buffalo Fanatics, what's going on? This is Pierre the Kingpin, and I wanted to talk to you today about Cigars International, which is the ultimate destination for premium homemade cigars. Known as the industry leader, Cigars International offers the largest selection, unbeatable prices, and a customer service experience that's second to none. Whether you're new to cigars or a seasoned vet, Cigars International makes enjoying cigars easy, approachable, and fun. Cigars International is the go-to retailer for all things cigars, with the biggest selection of premium homemade cigars available anywhere. Cigars International offers unbeatable deals and discounts, making it easy to stock up on your favorite or try something new without breaking the bank. With fast free shipping and their 100% satisfaction guarantee, you can shop with confidence knowing that Cigars International stands behind every order. They have good relationship with vendors that helps provide great low prices. Whether you're new to cigars or a seasoned pro, Cigars International makes it easy to find the right cigar with helpful guides, staff reviews, and expert advice. It's not just about cigars. Cigars International also offers a wide range of accessories and more to elevate your smoking experience. Check out the great deals every day at cigarsinternational.com. That's cigars, CIGARS, international.com. Use code FANATICS at checkout for 20% off your order of $50 or more, plus free shipping. Or visit www.cigarsinternational.com/fanatics, and the discount will automatically apply. Again, use code FANATICS at checkout for 20% off your order of $50 or more, plus free shipping. Or visit www.cigarsinternational.com/fanatics, and the discount will automatically apply.
Second game. And he's at home. He going to be juiced up. And you guys are ranked 32nd, Giants. You guys have allowed 30 sacks. You're going to get another 10 sacks on your ass. So D-line is going to be a big factor on why we win this game. We're just going to be smothering them. They will have no time to do a damn thing. The Giants are banged up. That's number 3. You guys are just too hurt. Number 4, Tyrod Taylor, you're starting. You're a 500 quarterback. You're 26 and 25 right now. We're about to make you 26 and 26. You'll be absolutely a 500 quarterback. And it looks like Daniel Jones might be out for a little bit. So we'll see how that plays out. Last but not least, it's a home game, baby. It's a home game. We're going back from London. London was a trip to forget. Now you're back on American soil, and now we're about to do the Giants dirty. We're gonna call them the Little Giants because we're gonna make you look like Little Giants. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a beatdown, and it should be. And I'm very confident in that. Now, you have to have some respect for your opponents. You gotta have some respect for your opponents. So, how can the Giants come in and beat the Bills? It's pure and simple. There's only one name, and it's Dable. Dable is the only reason these Bills lose this game, is because he knows our roster. He knows everybody's deficiencies. He knows their, you know what I'm saying? He knows their strength, their weaknesses, their flaws, and all that. Most specifically, the offensive side of the ball. He knows Deion Dawkins very well. He knows Mitch Morse very well. There's a couple new additions that he knows very well. But there's one weak link on that offensive line. We know who it is. It's Spencer Brown. And they might say, go after Spencer Brown. Get on his ass, right? Double team Stephon Diggs. Because that's the only way. Double team Stephon Diggs. Do what you must. Take him out of the game. Now now Josh Allen has to use guys that he doesn't necessarily trust. He trusts Gabe Davis, that's for sure. But he doesn't have quite the trust in Kincaid. Dawson Knox seems to have the trust of him, but he's banged up with a wrist injury. So who knows how often he goes to him. The run game is so inconsistent. They might say they don't trust this run game. They're too inconsistent. So we're going to double up Stephon Diggs. And now I want to see what Josh is going to do. I want to see what Dorsey's going to do. Dorsey, what kind of game are you going to call? Because I'm going to take away your best weapon, which is your receiver. He might say, I'm going to force y'all to run. Run it. And Dorsey might sit there and be like, oh, it's okay. So maybe he wants me to run. He wants me to fall into his trap, but I'm not going to fall into his trap. I'm going to go ahead and shotgun. That'll teach him. And I'm going to run out of shotgun all day long. And he's going to fall right into Dable's trap. Now, I just made that all up on the spot. Is that actually going to happen? Absolutely not. But if for some reason they had a shot, they had a chance, that's their way. Make Dorsey play into your trap. You guys somehow get a special teams touchdown. Tyrod Taylor hits Jalen Hyatt on a 50-yard bomb. And the score is 59-7. I don't know. It's just not going to be good. I'm trying to grasp here. I'm grasping at everything that I can for the Giants to find a way to win. And I'm trying to be serious, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Now, here's what I'm very much looking forward to seeing. Right? There are things I'm looking forward to seeing in this game. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the addition of Dorian Williams to this defense. We're going to see a lot of him. I'm looking forward to that very much so. And you can't go wrong with seeing AJ Epinesa, more of AJ Epinesa, Kingsley Jonathan, and Kyer Elam. This is a big game for Kyer. I know last game would have been nice, but he's coming off cold, off the inactive list. He hasn't played, so this is a very good game. Okay, you got a game under your belt. You got a game under your belt. Now, let's get busy. You're warmed up now. You kind of have an idea. You see the speed. The speed of the game was probably a little too much. Now you're about to be in the thick of things. And if you think that they're going to chill and not attack you, they will. So this is your opportunity to really step your game up and go. It's really that simple. So those are the guys I'm looking forward to seeing. And I can't wait. I'd love to see what they bring to the table. I really would. Now, I don't know what they're doing with this brother right here. But Josh Norman has been added to the practice squad. Maybe for veteran leadership. Maybe for, just that emergency depth. And I talked about it last week. We are broke as a joke. We're broke. We're so broke. To the point where we had to go and call this brother and say, yo, man, that sofa couch you're sitting on, I need that. I need you to bring that with you. Bring your backpack. You still got that playbook of yours? Bring that with you too. And that's Josh Norman, folks. Josh Norman's coming back. He's on the squad. He'd be rocking. But for the most part, folks, a lot of this is going to be past versus present. And the past versus present is obviously, you know what I mean, the future of the squad and Josh Allen. And some like to call it the drought breaker in Tyrod Taylor. By the way, those New York Giants uniforms right there, clean. That's a clean uni, man. But man, it's gonna be Josh versus Tyrod, man. And it'll be bittersweet. But I mean, at the end of the day, we get down to business, and that's what it's gonna be. There's nothing else to it. But it's all about next man up, folks. At the end of the day, it's all about what is next man up. And with Matt Milano out, and I talked about this just now, Dorian Williams will have to step his game up, and he's going to get some playing time. AJ Klein has been activated, put on the active squad. Balin Spector is back. He's not hurt anymore, so his hamstring is healed up. And then we got Tyrell Dotson. So there's going to be a rotation, a bevy of rotation of linebackers going in and out of these games. So it's going to be fun. It is going to be fun. So and we're going up against the Giants, so everybody's going to get a rotation and get a chance to get in there. So I feel bad for the Giants. So before I get out of here, folks, because I'm on daddy duty right now, so I can't stay down here too long. But I do want to play this clip for y'all, and I need your thoughts on this clip. This is not Bills related. This is more football related. And I'm torn, and I have my thoughts in it, which I'm going to share in just a moment. But in the comment section, let me know what you guys feel about this. Who's in the wrong here? And let me set it up for you. The Broncos were playing yesterday up against the Chiefs. And one of my favorite players in the NFL, Steve Smith. Steve Smith Sr., Agent 89, right? And lately these player analysts have been getting a little brazen, right? They've been talking a little, you know what I'm saying, a little too tough, right? Bart Scott talking his junk, you know what I'm saying? Then you had Rodney Harrison talking his junk. So a lot of these former players turned analysts, they get out of pocket, right? And rightfully so, you got to call these guys out for it. But in this situation, I'm curious to see who is wrong and who's right, or are both individuals wrong. So check this out. This is Steve Smith talking about Jerry Jersey. And I guess he had some criticism for Jerry Jersey on his podcast. And he saw Jerry, you know what I'm saying, during warm-ups, and he called out to Jerry. And Jerry was like, I ain't mess with you. Check this out.
A short while ago, Broncos wide receiver Jerry Jeudy was walking by, and Steve called out to him, and he got a different reaction.
I called out to him because on my podcast, Cut to It, I just talked about guys that maybe have not showed up in a way or in a manner. And so the word that I've used to describe him in the past was a jag, just a guy.
Just a guy.
And so when I saw him, he's playing well. I wanted to say to him face to face, like, hey, I know I said some things in the past I probably shouldn't have, and I'm sorry. That's what I wanted to say to him. His response, Mike Robb and Bucky, was ninja.
Ninja.
Yes, I'm using the word ninja. I'm just using the word ninja. I don't mess with you. And it was a curse word. And so I was like, all right. And then he repeated it. So I'll say it again. I'm sorry that I said you were a jag, just a guy who's an average wide receiver they use a first-round pick on that isn't doing anything. I hope today that you actually show up in a way that you haven't showed up in the last couple of years since they drafted you. So if you ever got a problem with Agent 89, I'm sorry for saying that you're an average wide receiver that they eventually will move on. And when teams call me and asking, should they trade for you, I will say no, don't trade for Jerry Jeudy, because he's mentally unable to handle constructive criticism from people who watch specifically, can he be a wide receiver? He could be a wide receiver. He's a tier 3. Go back into the studio. I'm done now. Thank you.
Brett?
Well, I found that entertaining because it was entertaining. For the viewers at home watching this, you're like, damn, my man went in on Jerry Jersey. Now, was it warranted for it to go down like that? And I have mixed emotions on it. At first, I was like, damn, I laughed about it. I was like, woo, my man cooked that boy, huh? But then I was like, hold on a second. If I'm Jerry Jersey and I'm looking at this team and my quarterback is playing like absolute ass, I lost Tim Patrick to another injury, unfortunate injury, which really sucks. That might be his career, which blows. Cortland Sutton is balling out. He's playing well. My quarterback is not playing well. I got a new head coach that probably doesn't believe in me. I don't know why, but I'm still nice. I'm one of the best route runners, you know what I'm saying, in this game. Check my resume, all that good stuff, right? So when you hear somebody talking ish about you, you can do two things. You can, man, I'm ignore that. But obviously you remember that. You remember that. And take this for you guys when you guys are at home, you hear somebody talking greasy about you. Let me just use this whole social media game. Everybody talks junk. You know what I'm saying? I got my peers that do the same thing I do. I'm sure they chop it up or whatever. And maybe some they don't. Maybe they don't. But I know a lot of them do, right? And some might not like me. I'll use myself as an example. They might not like me. They might be chirping. And let's just say I catch wind of it. And I come up to you or you try to come up to me and say, hey, man, wanted to apologize. Yo, what do you think I'm going to tell you? I'm going to tell you, go flip a burger. Yo, go flip off, man. I ain't trying to hear you. You talking ish. Back up. What you trying to come talk to me for? For what? What is it to talk about? You said what you feel. You ain't got to come talk to me. Let's keep it pushing. That's Jerry Jeudy, right? And I get that part. You don't mess with me. You don't like my game, and you say that I should be better, So, cool. Keep it moving. You ain't got to come talk. No, there's no need. So, Ninja, keep it moving. Keep it moving. So, Steve, on the other hand, was ready to say, let bygones be bygones. I'm going to come to you. I'm going to apologize. You know what I mean? Maybe I went a little too hard on you, and that's what he wanted to do. But Jerry's a young buck, man. And here's where the mixed emotion comes in. Jerry's a young buck. He's 24. You know what I'm saying? He's from Florida. I think he's from Florida. Where's he from? Because I know he went to Bama, but I think he's from Florida. So we ain't got nothing to talk about, man. You talking ish? Yo, keep it moving. Keep it on your side. So Steve Smith being the, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be more mature. I want to go talk to him and so on and so forth. So when he went to apologize and brother said, Ninja, please. Now, Agent Smith, Steve Smith's like, all right, bet. Gloves are off. Let's get your cameras on. Roll up. All right. I tried to talk to buddy, blah, 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 and he put it out there. All right. So here's the deal. I'm attacking from two sides here. Let me attack it from Steve Smith's side. And I'm listening to FS1 today, and Michael Irvin said it freaking best. And Michael Irvin is such a great analyst. I love Michael Irvin. I got way more love for Michael Irvin now. Anyway, and I share the same sentiments. And this is this. You're the veteran in the game. You've done this. You've been at this. You knew when you had Jake Delhomme, and even before Jake Delhomme and after Jake Delhomme, you've had some guys that were not great. Right? But you fought through it, but you're a dog. And Steve is one of my favorites. I think I think a lot of people love Steve Smith as the player. And the analyst is hilarious, right? And he's he gets at your ass and he doesn't stop, which we totally get, right? But these young dudes, they would love for a guy like Steve Smith, instead of you saying you're just another guy, you're this and you're that, and you need to step up. Hey, man, you have so much damn talent. And I see what's happening over here. I know your team is not great. Bro, I want to help you. You'll come through. Like, let's sit together. Let's this, let's that, let's do whatever, right? That's the grown man thing to do. That's the grown man thing to put out there. And I guarantee you a young Jerry would say, yo, I appreciate that, man. I'd love to. Because, man, it's rough out here. You know what I'm saying? You've been in this position. It's rough out here. But he didn't go that route. It's an ego thing, man. It becomes an ego thing. I'm here to apologize. And it's like you put your hand out and the guy goes, slaps your hand away. Now you're like, oh, okay, that's what it is? All right, bet. Here's what I really want to say. So Steve could have attacked us way better. And it would have worked out way, and nobody needs to hear about this. It could have been just between the two of them. And that's another thing. You have to put it out there for everybody. You could have that ninja talk, all that stuff, just between you two, and you see it's on site. Like, I'm going to see you later. But now you go on camera, you put on the mic. Now everybody knows about it. And I love that they tried to press Jerry Jeudy on camera to say, hey, man, how'd you feel about Jerry Jeudy telling Steve Smith telling you da-da-da? He's not giving it no flames. He's like, man, the game sucked, man. We lost this game. I love that. You ain't got to talk about it. You ain't got to put it out there because all these guys with the cameras and all that stuff want is a soundbite. And Jerry's like, I ain't give you no soundbite. It's a wrap. Grown of them. I hope Jerry hits him up. Not Jerry, excuse me. Steve hits him up and says, yo, man, let's squash all this, man. I really think you're a good talent. I want to help you. I was just saying that you need to step your game up because you do. You got drafted really high and you ain't producing the way you're supposed to produce. But here's the thing, though. Jerry Jeudy had Drew Lock throwing him the football for 2 years. Knock it off, number one. And then you bring in a Russell Wilson that the Seattle Seahawks got rid of because obviously they knew something was up. So they moved on from him. He had a horrible year last year. So now he's got a new offensive coordinator. So you've had 4 tumultuous years with quarterbacks like Drew Lock is a backup somewhere. And Russell is the way he's been playing. He might be out of the league in 2 or 3 years. And I'm being nice by saying 2 or 3 years. So like, I guarantee you take Jerry Jeudy, you pluck him, and you put him with, I'm not even going to use Buffalo. You put him with the Bengals. You don't think he's going to thrive? You take Jerry Jeudy and you put him with the Houston Texans. You don't think that Stroud will use his services and he becomes a nice player? Fuck it. You put him on the Bills. You don't think that we could use that in the middle of the field? Come on, son. Of course we can. So you can't ish on him and poo-poo all over him when you see what quarterback he had. Drew Luck. Come on, man. That's not fair. Now, on the other hand, Jerry Jeudy, this is where you gotta have tough skin. Be like, yo, I'm just another guy. You could look at it and say, you know what? Let me get better. Let me get better. Because you're not playing up to par. Like, what did he have? Like 3 receptions for 14 yards? Man, no. I'd be livid. If that's Stephon Diggs, he is absolutely, if you think him throwing tablets was something, bro, the whole bench has been flipped. Like, come on, man. He's having a conversation with my man, Sean Payton and Buddy, and say, yo, let's have a conversation because this is not working out. So in the end, in this whole situation, because I see on both sides, as the OG, you're 44 years of age. You know what time it is at 24. Bro, you're 44, he's 20. You're 20 years older than this guy. You know what time it is, man. You got to take these young guys in and be like, yo, man, don't look at it like I'm trying to punk you off. I'm not trying to punk you off. I'm not. But that's a phone call. That's a text. That's what you do. Or you do it on your podcast. The same way you trash them on your podcast. You do it that way. But like the guy's getting ready for a game and all he heard was you talking ish, and now you're trying to approach him and say, hey, come here, man. Of course I'm going to tell you to go F yourself, ninja. Get out of here, man. I ain't trying to talk to you. Not before this game, I'm not. You better get going. So Smith needs to hit back and be like, yo, as the OG, as the older guy, my bad. I really want to tell you my bad. And you know what? My emotions got the best of me on camera. But I love me some Steve Smith. Everything he said, I loved it. I did love it for TV purposes, for entertainment purposes. But for a young buck, and then he goes to say, hey, man, if a team hits me up and asks me, should I trade for him? I'm going to say no. Nah. See, now you're messing with my money. See, now this is where things go. You could say all the things you want about me, but if somebody actually hits you up, which I doubt they would hit up Steve Smith, but hey, man, do you think I should go after I'm going to say no. Now you mess with my money. And when I was listening to FS1, And this is where, you know what I'm saying, Michael Irvin and Keyshawn Johnson had the same exchange. Michael Irvin was talking his bull jive on camera, and I guess, you know what I'm saying, Keyshawn Johnson was like, yo, dude, what was that about, man? Like, what the hell? Like, when you do that, you're now put it out to the rest of the world that I'm some kind of issue. I'm a problem. I'm this. You messed up the bag for me. What are you doing? Now, if you have an issue, you should have come see me. And Michael Irvin's like, yo, I did say that. Yeah, you remember that? He's like, yeah, I remember that. So Michael's like, yo, that was my bad. He's like, and what did Keyshawn do? Keyshawn was like, yo, you're messing my bag, bro. Like, what are you doing? So Michael Irvin, as a grown-ass man, at the time was like, yo, my bad. Should have done that. You're right about that. Don't mess another bad. Yo, messing with someone's money, you don't want to do. Say all the things you want about me, but don't mess with my money, bro. Get yours. I'm going to get mine. You could do your job. If you have some criticism for me, come through. We can talk about it, but don't air my shit out like that. Because now other teams are going to perceive me as some problem. The good thing about it is Jerry Jeudy's still young. He's 24. He's definitely going to get his opportunity. And the Broncos are wasting his talents. Or he needs to be better. Both. He needs to be better. He does. And if they're not going to be better, trade his ass. Now the question is, do the Bills need him? Could the Bills use Jerry Jeudy? Do the Bills need Jerry Jeudy? And where would Jerry Jeudy fit? I mean, for crying out loud, we can't even get the damn ball to our first-round draft pick in Dalton Kincaid. So us bringing in a Jerry Jeudy, what for? We got Trent Sherfield that can be a fine piece of this team. We have a $5 million receiver in Deontay Hardy we're hardly using. So if we were to bring in a Jerry Jeudy, it's just a waste of a freaking roster spot or a waste of giving up picks. Now, if you're looking at bringing Jerry Jeudy for future purposes, meaning you're going to let Gabriel Davis walk and you need someone to come in right off the bat, totally get it. I totally get that part. And he's still young, but he's also going to require a bag. So that's the other place you got to play. You got to play around with it. So I'm not even entertaining it. He is going to have to go somewhere. But I'm going to tell you this, man. Russell Wilson has to be better, man. Golly, what are you doing, Russ? What are you doing, Russell Wilson? 94 yards passing? Fam, no. You're too good for that, man. Unless it's Sean Payton. Sean Payton is the one messing this up. I don't know what it is, man. You had Nate Hackett. Now you have Sean Payton. No, y'all, you gotta get it together. You gotta get it together. Something's up. Something is up over there. Something's up in that Colorado water. You need Dion to come over there, man, and motivate y'all? I don't know. I don't get it, man. Something's got to go. Something's got to give. But anyway, I digress. Somebody on Twitter was like, yo, I love it when Rico says I digress. I don't know why he loves it, but I digress. Anyway, my man Namdi said I can spit farther than 94 yards. By the way, guys, do me a favor. If you guys have enjoyed this segment of the show, smash that like. I'm trying to transition a little bit. Because sometimes talking about Bills is cool. Don't get me wrong, I love it. I could talk about it all day. It's easy. I could do that in my sleep. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that I'm blessed enough that you guys are hanging out with me and I can, chop it up with y'all and y'all are still entertained, I'll take it. I appreciate it. But like sometimes it's good to talk about things that's going on around the NFL. It's true. We need to. And I really like this topic. If you guys enjoyed this topic, if you guys enjoyed this off-brand, off topic, off the Bills, into more, more NFL segments, smash that like, show me that microphone or show me that thumbs up. One of the two. And if there are topics that you guys would like me to hit, non-Bills related, Friday nights is the night to do it. Because listen, man, I'm getting up to be that old man. I don't do much on Friday nights, bro. Honestly, it's hanging out with the family, once everybody's cool and doing what they do upstairs and all that stuff, I go down into my basement and do what I do. I ain't gotta go hit the clubs. Too old for that shit, man. One time I went to a basketball game. I went to a basketball game with a homie of mine, and it was cold. It was like last year, November. It was in November. I think it was around November. It was when CIS basketball was going on. Anyway, freezing. And I'm driving downtown Halifax, right? All I see are these teeny bop kids, like in their like teens, 19, 20. I mean, you got to be 19 to get into these clubs here these days. So 19, 20, 21 is freezing. I'm in a jacket, toque, and I got to walk back to my car. So I'm driving and I'm leaving, and all I see are these teeny bop kids with crop tops up to here, just sitting there in line, ready to get into the clubs, right? I was like, that could not be me. It was never me in the first place when I was, because I was bundled up. But we don't want to play. We don't want to pay for coat check. Boy, I'm paying for coat check because I'm not sitting here in this line cold as heck. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. These young kids these days, man. No way. So these Friday nights, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me because this is entertainment for me. I'm saying I do my thing. I'll probably go watch a little Love is Blind and then head to bed and then wait for the little man to wake up. Yo, David Coolidge, you're right, man. You are absolutely right. I am not cool anymore. I mean, I'm still cool. I can still bang with the rest of them, but I'm tired early. Like, I can't remember the last time I went out. Like, real talk. I don't remember the last time I went out. And when I did, I was probably like, yo, what is it, 11:30? I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'm already thinking of my bed. That's when you know the game has passed you by, man. You're not hip like that. You're not in the game no more, man. You're out of the game. That's just what it is. I'm keeping it a buck. And I'm sure there's a lot of y'all that feel that way. I'm telling you, there's a lot of y'all that feel that way. King Cam says, yo, 19 for the clubs? Is that a Canadian thing? Yeah, man. You got to be 19 to get in the clubs. Or if you're in the Quebec side, where I used to live, before I moved here, I lived in Gatineau, and you could be 18. 18, you get in the clubs and you straight, man, on the Gatineau side. So when we used to go out, we used to go to the Gatineau side first, and then kind of get our you know what I'm saying, get our experiences out. And that's where it was actually lit because the Quebecers could party, bro. And then once you turn 19, you go to the more sophisticated. Now you're dealing with, like, you know what I'm saying, you see like 25-year-olds at the time, right? 25 and 30-year-olds, you're like, oh snap, it's a different ball game now. So yeah, man. But over here, I mean, I think in America, you guys have to be 21 to get in there. I mean, most people are doing some beat, some bull jive before that hand. But anyway, so yeah, man, that's what it is when it gets to in Canada. 18 to on the Quebec side, 19 in Ontario, and I think in Alberta. My man James Mountain, man. What up, James Kehoe? My man James says there's 18 in Alberta. So 18 in Alberta, man. But I'll tell you, man, going out now and going out then, what a difference. You don't realize how ridiculous we used to look back in the day. You know what I'm saying? How ridiculous were we back in the day? The things that we used to do. And now you're looking at people that when we used to be their age, I'm like, was I like that? Or did I used to do that? I mean, for me, I never really was a guy that was wild anyway. So I was just like, I go there, do my thing, scope on the side, you know what I'm saying, and then do my thing. You know what I'm saying? But golly, I couldn't imagine. I hear my daughter going out, doing all that stuff. I'm like, yo, I'm having to tell her, yo, be careful. Watch your surroundings. How many times I got to tell her, watch your surroundings. Watch your drink. I'm like constantly berate. If it's not me, it's my wife that's telling her, yo, get it together. I mean, you can't do this. You can't, like, man, y'all can have that stuff, man. That's why these Friday nights are good for me. You know what I'm saying? And I love that you guys hang out with me, and we can chop it up like anything. We can chop it up and do all the things you need to do. But anyway, if you guys do like these off-subject topics, these are great. And I don't mind them. I like hitting them. I like to kind of diversify in the things that I pod about. I mean, it's good to just talk about bills. Don't get me wrong. It's cool. But like, nah, it ain't. Sometimes you gotta diversify a little bit, right? My man Glenn says, yo, last call was 2 hours later, NY side. Last call was 2 hours later. What you mean? Last call, usually in Ontario is what? 2 o'clock in the morning. That's last call, man. 2 o'clock. It's last call, bro. Start rounding up. Round it up. Lights are flicking on, and it's time to go. The one thing I tried never to do when I went out was be in the clubs or be at these. I hate calling it a bar. Hate it. I never called it a bar. Can't do it. My wife calls it bar. We're going to the bar. I was like, what? Not me. I ain't going to the bar. I'm going to the club. Anyway, but when the lights flick on and you're still in the club, no. That the guys and the girls that are staying in the club when the lights are on, desperation mode. No. If you're about it, yeah. This is pre-Rico married, by the way. Pre-Rico married. You got to be outside with the fellas because that's when they all start coming out, and now you can start kind of, seeing what you like, right? But like after 2:30. You got to be out of there because that's when, stupid stuff starts to happen. You know what I'm saying? Liquor gets in people's system. Now start to kind of like, you're starting to ramp up a little bit. Now mess happens. I'm out of here. You ain't going to find me in the middle of no mess. It just doesn't work that way. Now, what's wild is last call being 4 a.m. in Buffalo. Now that's crazy. 4 a.m.? Y'all are out that late? Yo, I'm surprised there's not much more nonsense that goes on at that time. Golly, good for y'all, man. Good for Buffalo. 4 o'clock? Shoot. Terrence Bland says, 3 a.m. in Ohio, then after-hour spots. There's not many after-hour spots these days, man. They used to, when you had after-hours, like you had it like in big cities. Like Toronto, when I used to go to Toronto, after-hours, everywhere. Little smaller cities, like I'm from Ottawa, you didn't really have after-hours. It was like, 2 o'clock, conservative town, man. 2 o'clock, everybody's out. You're going home. You're going home, folks. You're going home. I kind of like these topics, by the way. So if you guys have more topics you guys want to hit, smash that like and let's talk about it. But if you guys like, man, we done, man. Let's talk about something else. Or listen, call it a day. You ain't talking bills. Let's go. But if you still want to keep chatting it up, this is your opportunity right now. I got my Mike Harder. What's up, Mike? Yo, right, Rico. You didn't want to see the women when the lights came on. You did not, because those are the ones that you know. Usually, typically, the ones that were adequate enough were already gone because they found their little something and they were gone. But like vice versa, it's usually the dogs that are still left when the lights are on. You're like, oof, gotta go. You don't want to be there. I've done that once in my lifetime. I said never again. Never again. Nothing great happens. Nothing great happens whatsoever. Let me see. What's up, man? My man Namdi says, Harden versus Maury. Is Dak him, Lamb gone, SF strong? This Harden situation, this guy pisses me off. I'm first of all, I've never been a fan of Harden. Like when he was in OKC, he was cool. I liked him then. And then when then Beard Harden came about. In Houston, he was cool. After that, all this jumping around, all this stuff that he's doing, not interested, man. Then he was fat. Then he got skinny. Like what? Like I'm not interested in that. And this whole Harden Maury thing, it's a mess. It's messy. Just move on from the brother. Just move on and send him packing somewhere, bro. Send him packing, but you better make sure you get your money's worth out of him. Dak is he gets a bad rap, man. Dak Prescott gets a bad rap, and it's unfortunate because like a lot of times we as fans forget about the player. And I'll give you a great example, right? That's why I kind of like this platform that I have, because I'm able to connect with the players, right? And I'll give you an example. Which player that I didn't know much about this player, but I ended up really liking this player afterwards when I got to know them. Like Reggie Gilliam, super chill. Deion Dawkins, you know what? That's the perfect guy. Deion Dawkins, you get to know who Deion Dawkins is, and you're like, this guy's a gem. Devin Singletary. I got to know Devin Singletary, chopped it up. I met him in person. Super chill. It's super quiet. You know what I'm saying? No drama, no nothing. Steve Tasker. Amazing. You know what I'm saying? Amazing individual and like down to earth and super chill. And like Greg Rousseau, another one. I taught just a couple years ago, Greg Rousseau was on the show and we chopped it up. And I got to talk to him like offline and it's super chill. You start to get to know these players. Isaiah McKenzie, legit. Isaiah McKenzie, you can't go wrong with Isaiah McKenzie, man. He's He's authentic. He's open. Tells you like it is, and he's not too big. You know what I mean? My nose is stuck up. He's legit. You know what I'm saying? Like, all great people. You get to know these people. And I bring this up because Dak Prescott, I bet you if I were to bring Dak Prescott on the show right now, and we're talking about Dak Prescott, and he's on, and you would probably really like Dak Prescott after the interview. He's a good dude, but man, when you play for Dallas, and Dallas is a very pressure place, like, you got to win in Dallas. Big D, you got to win. And not that he's not winning, because they've had, I mean, didn't they finish with a winning record last year? A very strong winning record. But like, scrutiny in Dallas is crazy, right? You got to have the right personality to be in Dallas. And right now, he's had, I mean, let me put it this way. Before Dak broke his leg, Dak was carrying the Dallas Cowboys. And then you had Ben DiNucci come in and just was terrible, right? But to me, Dak is a good player. Is he him? No. Is he a damn good quarterback? Yes. Is he a top 10 quarterback? I'd like to say he's a top 10 quarterback in the game. I'd like to say he's a top 10 quarterback. So to me, is he him? No, but like, he's a damn good quarterback. And the media and people just get on him like you wouldn't believe, man. And if you knew his backstory, you'd understand, and you'd have more respect for the type of player that he is and the type of person he is. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. CeeDee Lamb gone. I doubt it, man. They need the talent, man. You can't just you get rid of CeeDee Lamb, it's like you're blowing up the team. Now you got to like really look at receivers and who you're trading for and so on and so forth. They got a good team, man. You just got to keep it together and just get it. They need to get rid of their head coach. You get rid of McCarthy, you got a chance. Get rid of McCarthy, you got a chance. That's all I'm gonna say. That is all I'm gonna say, man. Last but not least, SF Strong. Yo, San Francisco, they're good, man. San Francisco's tough. They're good. They run the ball well. Brock Purdy is throwing the ball accurately and smart. Their defense is nasty. Bro, they're a good-ass team. They're a damn favorite to go to the Super Bowl. They're a favorite. Right now, they're looking like the strongest team in the NFC. AFC, it's a crapshoot. It's a crapshoot, man. Anybody can get in the AFC. Right now, NFC, those boys are that's the squad. That's the squad, man. I appreciate that, Namdi. I had to hit you up on all of them, but yeah, man. White Town King said, yo, that hoodie is fire. Just order one. Yo, really? Man, let me hit you with some love, bro. Let me hit you with love, baby. Let me hit you with love, man. Listen, if you guys do appreciate the hoodie, I'd love to see more people rocking these BF hoodies. Truth be told. You know what I'm saying? Because it's simple. You see this and you're like, I know who that is, right? So my man, White Town Kings, man, when you do get it, you rock that shit. Hit me with a picture, and I'll post it on the socials, man. Do that for me. I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that very much so. What we got, folks, before I get out of here? I've been podding for about an hour and a half now. So if you guys have anything, let me know. My man, Walter. What's up, Walter? Walter said, I don't think Dak ever carried the Cowboys, but he made the offense work. Yep. Dak benefited by having elite O-linemen. Correct. An RB and great receivers for his first 5 years. Now he's asked to do more with less. And this is where you find out whether you have an elite quarterback or not, because sometimes you've got to do it. I mean, the prime example, and you always have to use this person as the prime example, is Tom Brady. Tom Brady always did more with less. Yet he just did. He always had listen, the defensive side of the ball was always good under Belichick, right? They're always going to give you fits because that's just what he does. But boy, did Tom Brady mask a lot of deficiencies for the Patriots. And you're seeing it now years later. You don't have a quarterback, you're going to look the way you look. That's why it was tough. It's for 20 freaking years, this guy was ruining life for us in the AFC East. He was just that good. He's the greatest quarterback. I respect the heck out of this guy. And whenever he moved away from the Patriots, I enjoyed him even more. I just hate the Patriots that much. And I'm going to enjoy the next plethora of years of us beating these guys down. And we cannot let them get Caleb Williams. We just can't. You know what I mean? We might have to give them a win just so they don't, because everybody seems to want to join the damn AFC East, for crying out loud. Go somewhere else, for fuck's sake. We ain't trying to have that. That's facts, man. Twins24 says, yo, I always love your Buffalo Fanatics content as always, Rico. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I try to bring something new to the game. I try to. And I try to be as authentic as possible and keep it a buck as much as I can. I'm not gonna cookie cut. I just can't do the cookie cutting stuff, man. I just can't. Sometimes you gotta call things for what they are. What's up, Abby? Abby comes in and says, yo, Brock Purdy, the new Brady story. Honestly, it's great to see. Brock Purdy, man. Some people don't want to give Brock Purdy his love, though. They're not ready to give his love, man. They're saying, oh, he's not elite. He's not elite. Actually, Shannon Sharp, once again, came up with some bullshit. It was like, if you take away, what do you say? Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle, and Brandon Ayuk, Debo, what do you got? What do you mean? You just took away all this guy's talent. You're not going to have him very much. You know what I'm saying? And take away Shanahan. Nah, man, you tripping. You can't do that. It's like take away Draymond Green, take away freaking Steph Curry, take away Steve Kerr away, which they did, and just leave the squad the way it is and see if Clay will have a great. Oh, nah, man, you can't do that. You can't do that, right? Take Clay away, take Draymond Green, take everybody away. Just leave Steph Curry on his own. He'll be solid, but you ain't gonna get far. Yeah, you need your pieces around you. You need your pieces around you, man. Like, could you imagine? I mean, listen, look at Kobe. Kobe had Smush Parker one year. You know what I'm saying? And a bevy of just some bums. But Kobe was that dude and was able to still win with these guys, right? So, but you can't. But Brock Purdy's that dude, man. Mr. Irrelevant is actually making himself very relevant. And the guy's only getting paid $900,000 right now. It's a steal. But when it's time for him to go, it's a wrap. He's going to get paid, and he deservedly so will get paid. Deservedly so. What do we got? Twins24 says, yo, how's your day, Rico, today? I'm wondering. The day was all right, brother. The day was all right. Had a good day, work day. I work the overnights, right? So today is my weekend. My weekend starts Friday morning. 8 a.m. starts. So I got a wedding to go to this weekend. So your boy's going to be looking sharp. I got myself these they're not checker, but they're plaid. They're blue plaid with some stripes, some brown stripes, some blue stripes. Anyway, boy's gonna be looking sharp. I might put some pictures on the socials, and me and wifey gonna be looking. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be suited and booted. We're gonna be looking nice. So we're getting ready for the wedding. So she's hanging out with her girls now, and I'm on daddy duty. So little man is asleep, and I got the two girls upstairs on their phones. I swear they be on their phones 24/7. I want to be a hater sometimes. Say, give your phones. Play with each other. You know what I mean? Just go play board games. But I'll just be a hater. I'm not going to do that. I ain't going to do that to them. But yeah, man, I'm just going to read a couple more questions, concerns, or topics you guys want me to hit. And I'm going to get out of here and go watch my Love is Blind because I got to catch up on that. That's my thing, man. That's like my guilty pleasure, if you will. I mean, sit there and watch people date behind a damn wall and then meet each other for the first time and then just have some awkward moments. Cringeworthy, but hilarious at the same time. My man Walter, what's up, Walter? Walter comes and says, Brady had a great O-line, great slot receivers. Great O-line, yes. Great slot receivers, Walker and Edelman, true. And arguably the best tight end of all time, most of his career. That's not exactly less, but I get your point. Okay, I'll give you that. But if you look at who's running the football behind him, nobody special. He just had just anybody could run the football behind him, right? When you looked at his receivers, his wide receivers, nobody special, right? It was just Gronk and Edelman. And obviously Walker had some moments, right? The only time that the Patriots really had it was 2007 when they had Randy Moss and they were just killing it. I mean, they went 15-1 that season or something like that. But I still stand by nothing special because they didn't really have any flashy people's names, right? And but talented nonetheless. Edelman for sure. Edelman is a G, and obviously Gronk solid. But like anything on the outside, nothing special. Anything running the football, nothing special. It was just anybody can do it. But Gronk was vital, was absolutely vital to the success of the Patriots. That's for damn sure. Gronk is that dude, man. Gronk was that dude until he decided to jump on the back of the neck of Trey White. I didn't like that. That didn't make me happy whatsoever. All right, folks. Is that it? That's it for me. So Walter got another one. What's up, Walt? Walt says, I think the real test of whether a QB is elite is whether or not if you supplant them in 31 other teams, will you get a similar play? I don't see that with Purdy. He's great in SF, but I'm not sold either. And that's what Shannon Sharp was trying to say. He was saying that he's a system quarterback. He's a product of the system. Take Purdy and put him somewhere else. Will he have success? Then I'm like, take Josh Allen and put him in Arizona. Is Josh Allen going to be the same? You damn right he is. He'll light shit up. You take Josh Allen and put him, who's the worst team right now? Put him on the Giants right now. I'm not saying Giants are the worst team, but you put Josh Allen on the Giants right now, lights, what a different team. They'll turn, like right now, they're 1-4. They'll turn that shit around. They'll have a winning record, no question. I'm trying to look for the worst team. What's a worst team right now? That's absolute garbage. You put Josh Allen on the Broncos right now. Success. Because you have an elite quarterback in Josh Allen. You put him anywhere, he'll be fantastic. It's just what it was. That's just what it is, man. And by the way, Jeremy, appreciate that, brother. Says, have a blast at the wedding. Will do. It's a small, intimate wedding, so I can't imagine there's going to be too much dancing. But you know me, I'm gonna get in my little two-step. You know what I'm saying? Right in my little two-step. You know what I'm saying? And it's open bar, so you know me, I'm gonna sip on that. And I'm not a big drinker, so I'm just gonna make sure they got the ginger ale, they got that rum. Call it a day. I'm in. That's it. That's gonna be my style, man. Anyway, that's it for me, folks. I appreciate y'all. Obviously, you guys amaze me every time that you guys hang out with me. Listen, you've been rocking with me since this whole time, and we haven't really talked Bills stuff near the end. And I think that's what I'm going to start doing. End of segments, when I've gotten all through my Bills stuff, we get into like NFL stuff or other things. I'd like to venture off that because this gets you to know the podcaster. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just all Bills all the time, there's more to you, brother, man. Sometimes I do want to chat on other things as well. You know what I'm saying? So let me cap by saying this, folks. Big game. Listen, we should be able to take care of business. There should be no question about it. The Giants, I'm saying they had a good success last year. Good success. Brian Dable, coach of the year, all that good stuff. But like now, injuries and people have caught on and so on and so forth. They're just not doing it. And Daniel Jones is just not that good. He's just not that good. And obviously the O-line doesn't help. You didn't do too much for the O-line. So it's just gonna be beat down. So we just got to get out of it healthy. Once we take down the Giants, which we should, and then we have a solid 2 games to go, and we should be able to string 3 wins together: Giants, Patriots, and then Tampa. Tampa's playing pretty well, so I mean it's not going to be a walkthrough, but Tampa should be a win. And then we get the Bengals. And the way the Bengals have been playing, they're starting to get back together. They're starting to get well. So by the time we play with each other, it might be nice and even for us to play each other. So it should be good. But yeah, we should get this. This should be a beatdown. So before I get out of here, let's do the pick'ems, and then I'm out of here. So let's see who's playing this week, and let's call the games right now, and let's see who's winning what. So let us go to the games. Here we go. So we're going into what, week 6? Week 6 of the NFL. So obviously the Broncos and the Chiefs just went down, so we already know what it is. Ravens, Titans. I'm gonna tell you, man, the Ravens losing last game didn't sit well with them. It's an AFC division, it's an AFC conference game. It's obviously going to be something that stands out. And the Ravens losing last game, it hurts. So they're gonna want to step back in this. But the thing is, they're playing in London, so both teams are at a disadvantage. So we'll see how that plays out. They made us the guinea pig to play a team that's been there 2 weeks, and obviously you saw the results. So that's a crapshoot. But I'm going to take the Ravens to win this one. I think they're the more talented team. Panthers, Dolphins. Dolphins, they're gonna walk all over the Panthers. They're just not ready yet. Saints and Texans. I'm going to take the Texans, man. I like what the Texans are doing, man. The defense is playing pretty well. And CJ Stroud is he's that dude, man. I'm taking the Texans over the Saints. I'm taking Commanders over the Falcons. I love Bijan Robinson. I really do. But I just can't see Commanders. I mean, I can't see the Falcons. Desmond Ritter's just not good. Desmond Ritter, they got to get rid of this guy, man. He ain't that. Sometimes, I mean, you want to give them a chance, but like, you've seen enough. You give me a game or two where you're like, he's arrived. That's that guy. I can invest in that guy. He hasn't shown me diddly squat this year. I ain't buying it. I'm taking Commanders. Sam Howell over the Falcons. Colts and Jaguars. Gardner Minshew's playing. JT's back. Freaking Zach Moss had a monster game last game, and the Colts defense is pretty decent. The Jaguars coming off a big win against the Bills. I think they're feeling good. This is a divisional game, though. Jaguars are at home. Who y'all got? Colts, Jaguars. That's a tough one for me. I might have to come back to that one. That one's a tough one. Is Richardson playing or he's not? That's another thing. I need to know if Richardson's playing because I think he's hurt. I think he's concussed or he's got an AC joint. I think he's out for a bit. So it's going to be Gardner Minshew. Yo, give me the Jags, man. I think the Jags take this one. Jags over the Colts. I think Trevor Lawrence and these boys are trying to figure. They found the rhythm, and they're going to start to get going. Seahawks, Bengals. That's a tricky game, man. I think that Bengals win was a fluke. They went up for 300 yards, and Jamar Chase just went off. You're playing the Seahawks now, which got a better defense. I'm taking Seahawks over the Bengals. I'm taking the Bears over the Vikings. The Vikings are gonna have to do things without Justin Jefferson. Y'all got rid of freaking your running back. It ain't going. Kirk Cousins, Kirk go bangs. You ain't gonna do it. I say the Bears. I can't believe I just told the Bears over the Vikings. Yeah, give me the Bears over the Vikings, man. Let's do it. Bears over the Vikings. Niners over the Browns. What's his face is still out. Deshaun Watson, he's still out. Patriots and the Raiders. Now that's a terrible game. Number one. Jimmy G's back, going up against the Patriots. You know what I'm saying? McDaniel's going against Bill Belichick. Patriots just offensively, they're putrid. What an awful game. I don't even know which one about. I don't know about that one. What you guys pick this one? Patriots, Raiders. Who y'all like? Jeremy Bennett says the Raiders D is stepping up. David Koulis likes the Raiders. Raiders? But the Patriots, they're trying to bounce back. And Belichick knows Jimmy G. But Devontae Adams is that guy. So, that's a tough one, man. I really don't know this one. And the Raiders are at home. So I'm going to go with the home team. I say the Raiders win this one. And I like Josh Jacobs. Give me Josh Jacobs and the Raiders. Lions and Buccaneers. I'm taking the Lions over the Buccaneers. I like the Lions. I like what they're doing. Cardinals and Rams. I think the Rams take this one. Eagles and Jets. You know what? Upset of the week. I say I take the Jets over the Eagles. I don't know why. Upset of the week, and I'm basing this more on the defensive side of the ball. Because the Jets defense is that good. They are freaking solid. They are solid. And Breece Hall is just going to have to do what he does, man. Trust Breece Hall and let him do what he does. I'm going to pick the Jets over the Eagles in an upset. That's an upset. It's a huge upset. I got to pick one. It certainly is not going to be the Giants and the Bills. The Bills are going to stomp the Giants. Cowboys and Chargers. Give me the Cowboys. I think they bounce back. I don't trust the Chargers. And that's your picks, man. That's it. But Terrence is like, yo, stop that shit, man. Yo, the Jets beat the Eagles. That's my upset of that's my upset special. There's no other games that are worthy of an upset unless the Browns take the 49ers. It's not going to happen. And like, there's no other upset type of games. That's the one game that's like an upset special. So my upset special, Jets over the Eagles. And I have my reasons for it because defensively, they're good. So you're going to have to it's going to be a tight game. Jalen Carter is not playing. He's out. So he's not going to be a force to wreck the game. And Darius Slade, is Darius Slade out? Yeah, Darius Slayton is out too. So Darius is out. So, yo, Jets over the freaking Eagles, man. Upset special. That's what it is. Eagles always drop one dumb game. It might be this one. Cardinals over the Rams. Yeah, that could work. We'll see. Anyway, folks, I really do appreciate you guys hanging out with me, man. We've been hanging out for a minute now. So much love to y'all. And we'll do this again this weekend, Sunday night. You guys already know what it is. So we will do a pregame show, and all the boys will be together for the pregame show. It'll be fun for Sunday night. We have a whole day to watch some football. It'll be great. I took the day off, so I ain't got to worry about it. So join us for the for the post game show after that, if you're willing to stay up late, and then we go from there, folks. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is my time. You guys enjoy your evening, enjoy your night. I appreciate you guys hanging out with your boys. Smash that like before you get out of here. And folks, until next time, it's your boy Rico, and I'm gone. Have yourself a great night. We'll catch you guys again Sunday night for the game against the Giants. Ladies and gentlemen, peace and have a great night. Let's go.
Underdog Fantasy is the easiest place to play fantasy sports. It's also the fastest growing fantasy app in the industry. In the pick'em game, you can pick whether your favorite players will have a higher or lower stat total in that week's game for a chance to win big. And as you already know, I'm going Josh Allen higher in yards every single week. So sign up today with promo code Buffalo Fanatics and get your first deposit doubled up to $100. Visit UnderdogFantasy.com or find them in the App Store. And don't forget to register with promo code Buffalo Fanatics to get your first deposit doubled